Hello Pisces, welcome to Mystic High Priestess Tarot. This is a general collective reading for the week of August 15th through the 21st. Keep in mind it's general collective, so not everything is going to resonate for you. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Also, this does include Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Cross watchers, you are welcome to join us. If you do resonate with me or you like how I read, please like and subscribe to the channel. It definitely helps the algorithms so that people who need to see this reading will have easier access to it. Okay, also do not be deceived by the scammers out there. There's a lot of scammers going after tarot readers. And so keep in mind, I'm not on any other platforms. I'm only on YouTube. So if you see somebody contacting you on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, WhatsApp, it's not me. Do not be fooled with that. I also won't reach out to you in the comments for readings. If you do want a personal reading, you can get the information from the description box below this video, and you can contact me and we'll go through it that way. Okay, so I have pre-shuffled the cards, meditated, and cleansed the space. So let's get going. I will draw past, present, and future energy on this with some overall, and we'll clarify. So in the past, we have Temperance, the Five of Swords, and the Five of Cups. Current energy, Knight of Cups, Ace of Wands, right in the center. That's beautiful. And Page of Swords. Now, Page of Swords kept popping out in the pre-shuffle. I'll explain that in a moment. All right, future energy is Ace of Cups, Death card, and Wheel of Fortune. Overall energy is Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so it looks here like in your past energy, there was a lot of conflict, a lot of change, a lot of pain. So you could be dealing with a Sagittarius. That's the only sign that's really, really jumping out to me. Possibly Scorpio, but I'm not feeling that as strongly. So in your overall energy, it appears that people are seeing you as very successful. If you're in a relationship, they're actually thinking that you would be more successful single. If you are single, you're definitely showing something off. If this is career-wise, you're mastering something, and people are seeing that when you work alone, you can handle that you've definitely mastered what you're doing. But in the past, there was some Five of Swords energy here, which was a strategy. You were being very patient, but strategizing against something that was very disheartening and hurtful. This has the type of energy of vengeance. Somebody who can't necessarily cope with what is happening. So a lot of anger that is covering the pain that is being held behind closed doors. However, and this can be anger in love, because it does look like there's some stalking going on in the current energy, investigating, so to speak, something that you're feeling very passionate about, but this could be most likely somebody new that is entering into your life, because there's a love offer. Either they're offering that to you or you're offering it to them very, charismatically, and like it's a genuine type of thing that's coming from the heart. So because of the past pain and hurt against you, you could be doing your research on this person, because Pisces, you're like, I'm not going to go through that again. That took a lot of patience, but you are struck with a brand new passion for this. So, you want to jump all in, but I think you're doing your research. In the future, we definitely see this turning into an Ace of Cups. So if things are done correctly and the advice of the present is taken, you can definitely find a new love. Whether it's this love or a new one coming in, we're going to find out, but you have a lot of new beginnings. I do believe that this one that you're really passionate about, you're going to have to put to bed and let go of. That is going to have to transform, because I don't think it's going to be as loving as what is coming in next. So Pisces, you have quite a few people, I think, that are probably going to be coming in and out of your life, and that is to keep the Wheel of Fortune. If you let go of this Ace of Wands, you'll be able to move forward with this Ace of Cups. And Pisces, you are an emotional sign. I think you would rather feel something very an emotional love versus a sexual love that is not going to last, as long. We all know that lust is not love. So I think currently you might be going through something that could be more lustful. I think in the future you're going to see something more loving. All right, well, let's verify or clarify this Nine of Pentacles over here. We have the King of Pentacles and advice being the Three of Wands. Yeah, so you're most likely working on a single project, or you may be single, or you want to be single. And if you do want to be single, you're going to be successful whichever route you take as the King of Pentacles. So we do see that you're going to be very grounded. You're going to be okay with everything. And the advice is don't jump into anything right now. Let your ships come in, because as we can see, there's going to be more coming towards you. And if this is in like a career setting, financial setting, it looks like you're going to be completely fine. Just trust that the road you're on is going to move from the 9 to the King, which is you're going to be sitting really pretty at some point in time here in the near future, as long as you just let things come to you. Take a stand, turn your back on this past pain, and let something new and vibrant come your way. Let's look at this Temperance, Ten of Swords, and the Moon. So yeah, no, this is where I'm getting the Sagittarius energy. Your patience and your trust in somebody turned out to be complete betrayal. Like you were stabbed in the back. Somebody was lying to you, taking from you, abusing you in some way, and the secret's been revealed. So they were keeping secrets from you. This is a very manipulative energy. Someone was trying to control you. And the sad part is, Pisces, I think you believed everything they said. I think you wanted to have so much faith and trust in them that's where a lot of this pain came from. So let's check now this Five of Swords, the Star, and the Two of Pentacles. So with the Five of Swords, this being a strategy card, sometimes winning at all cost and leaving everybody else behind was your wish, your dream come true. Was I'm going to win this at all cost. Nobody's going to get the best of me kind of attitude. And through it ended up having to juggle different things in order to bring that about. It was imbalanced. The information I believe you were given, Pisces, was the betrayal, was the, the secret coming out caused you then probably some financial burden. It didn't feel grounded. You felt very discombobulated. Was probably thrown at you so fast that you were almost dizzy with, whoa, what is going on here? Once you realized how manipulated you were being, I definitely can see like narcissist energy that was thrown your way. The Five of Cups, we have the Strength, and the King of Cups. So if you're dealing with a Leo here, this Five of Cups, this sadness, this despair, this depression that came out of all of this, brought a lot of sadness that has taken strength, or you are very sad over a Leo that may have been involved in this situation from the past. And what ended up happening, though, is you became the King of Cups. This is your energy, Pisces. You took your throne. You gathered your strength over this sadness of all of this information. So you got new information that really threw you off balance, but you got your emotions together. You gathered up everything you have. You balanced yourself out, and you took control of that despair and sadness, even though most likely you hit an anger point or a strategic point, or this other person was being strategic against you to make their dreams come true and using you anyway. The Knight of Cups, we have the Four of Swords with the advice being death. So we are seeing death, as your advice here and going into the future. So it appears that, the universe feels you are going to take the right step. It just might take a little bit longer than, God would like, but it looks like you're going to go that way. So in this Knight of Cups with this offer that's coming into you, or this offer you're making to somebody else, you can always be on the other foot. Keep in mind that with that, you're looking at the Four of Swords. There's still some healing that has to be done back here. We don't see a complete broken heart, but you're kind of taking a break. You're taking a break, and the advice on that is transformation. If this was something where you're so angry with somebody you could kill them, you're taking a break from that, for example. But don't necessarily feel too many of you have that type of energy going on. It is more of a, listen, there's this great love offer, or there's this person I want to offer this love to, but I know what broken hearts feel like. I'm not going to let those swords stab me. I just want to know the truth first before I indulge in this. And the universe is saying, yes, it's okay to take your time, but allow this transformation, because you're still healing in a way. And because that healing is going on, it's okay to just say, no to this love offer coming in, or it's okay to say, no, I'm not going to put myself out there. I'm not going to put all my love out there, because in all honesty, the current offer is more passion than it is emotion. And here we see the Ace of Wands to the Two of Wands. So what's in the center is this new passion. Okay, and of course we're seeing snakes here. So with snakes, we definitely want to be careful. So this passion is something almost like in the Adam and Eve feeding somebody an apple. And you're going into that Two of Wands where you're wanting to make a choice on it. And you're going to choose one out of two. As I said, I think you have a couple here. This one that is more emotional, this one is more passionate. It does look like you are going to make a choice and turn your back on one of the offers. This offer with the Ace of Wands comes with almost a third-party situation. This is not somebody who can commit, okay? They're not going to invest their emotions into you. It is basically going to be like a sexual or lustful connection, and that's about it. I really think with this Two of Wands, you're turning your back on that wand, and you're going to go for the other one that you're waiting for here, which is more the emotional connection. And, truly, Pisces, that is going to make you a lot happier than a lustful connection will. The Page of Swords. Again, we have the Five of Cups. So this sorrow is carrying through with the High Priestess. The Page of Swords, the sorrow is carrying through. The things that you're learning, especially even from this third-party connection, is making you sad. You wanted this lustful connection to work. It's not necessarily that you don't like the next one coming in, but you're feeling you have to let all of that go in order to have a one-on-one connection. Now, Pisces, you could definitely be a runaround yourself. You could be the one who's like, well, I'm going to have to give up all these other people. Part of that is because you're learning things. You know that this person is running around with other people, and it ruins the whole feeling of this lustful connection being meant for you. Or this person is having sex with you or some kind of lustful relations, but they're not being truthful with you. So you've had to do a little spying to find out, is this going to be just like this person who betrayed me in the past? And again, this feels like it was a Sagittarius energy very, very strongly. And this is another fire sign. And so or this could be the Sagittarius coming back, offering new passion. And you're like, no, whatever they were involved in before, they haven't quit it. And it still hurts you. It hurts your heart. And the advice is follow your intuition. You know this. You know, as the King of Cups, that this is not a heartfelt fulfillment. This is a narcissistic, manipulative energy, and either you're not going to let that back in your life, and you, according to the cards, you shouldn't, There's this Ace of Cups. God has got something so divinely led to you. And we have 7 of Wands and 8 of Wands. So, and it's going to only increase. So in the beginning with this Ace of Cups, in the future, you see the 7 of Wands, you're going to be a little defensive. You're not going to definitely want to, you're definitely not going to want to let it settle into your heart because of all of this pain that you've suffered back there. And the advice is, that's fine, but communicate. Communicate on what's going on. Move from that 7, that defensive energy, into the 8 of Wands. Communicate passion and love, and don't ghost it. Don't just let it go. Don't say, oh, it's going to be just like everything else was back here, because there's something really beautiful about this connection that God is handing you. But God understands you being a little defensive in nature. On the Death card, we have the Knight of Pentacles along with the 6 of Wands. So this transformation, going from something very cold, is going to be slow. Okay, and that's good. By taking your time in transforming from this cold energy to the warmth, the advice is the 6 of Wands. So hold your head up high, take your time with it. There's, what God brings to you, there's no rush on. Okay, so you can take your time with this, and if you do, you will be seen successful. And notice we have the 7, 8, 6, 7, 8 of Wands. So there's a lot of passion, even though this seems just like an emotional connection. There is going to be a lot of passion brought forth in this, but it's nothing you want to rush. You don't want to, go full in and rush that, or you could end up with the same type of connections you've had in the past. And the Wheel of Fortune, we have the 8 of Pentacles, clarifying that. So the Wheel of Fortune is basically saying it's going to move forward. Again, we know slowly, and it's going to take some work. Okay, there's still work to be done in order to get good karma. Or, the Wheel of Fortune is saying there's consequences to something that you've done, that in order to really have this fulfill you, you're going to have to work on something to get there, because the advice is judgment. So there is definitely a rebirth, a resurrection in all of this, where you're being given a second chance at something, but it's going to take a lot of work. If this is something where there's a reconciliation energy, this is and there, it could be, for some of you, it is going to be a reconciliation with somebody from the past that really betrayed you and did a number on you. Work on it, but don't move too quickly. You're not going to move too quickly. You're not going to let them know about the pain. You're going to have honest, good communication, and a lot of it, you may travel back and forth to see each other, but there could be a rebirth of this connection, but in a more emotional way versus, greedy or passionate way. All right, so let's see if there's anything else you need to know here. So we have date, meeting someone new. Yeah, see, I really felt this is all about newness that is coming into your life. An engagement ring, engagement, a partnership, a commitment. So this is something you're ready to move on. You are going to take it slow, though. So if you do get engaged, you're all going to be at different levels. Some of you are just going on that date. Some of you have been dating. You're like, okay, well, I'll put an engagement ring on it, but I'm not going to plan the wedding right away, kind of thing. You're still taking your time. And then camera, reminiscing, keepsake, perception. I do believe, for some of you with the reconciliation energy, which is a small amount of you, you are reminiscing. You do want that back. For the vast majority of you, though, it's having a new perception about what love actually is. I think you were lost in lust for a very long time. And I think you've beat the devil, because we don't see any devil energy here. We still see a little, wanting vengeance and double checking everything and spying. And we see, sadness carrying through from the past into the present a little bit. But you're gradually healing from that, which is, your, energy over here. And we see the death card coming in twice. So, death is the direction, in this case, you're supposed to go and bring it down into the current energy. And death just means, in this case, a transformation, not an actual physical death. But you're going to heal over the sadness of this and either create a new relationship with this person that caused all this pain. And it's going to be slow going, but good. It's going to take work. It's not going to be an overnight success, but that is going to have to leave the betrayal behind. You're going to have to be able to leave the strategy and working against each other behind and really start that fresh slate. That's where the work is going to come in. For some of you, that's possible. For the vast majority of you, it is somebody new, or you have a new perception and a new view where you're ready to, like, okay, I can see myself marrying this person. I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to accept their proposal at this time. And you've just maybe taken some time to think about it. Keep in mind, this new love is about 2 to 4 weeks away. And that is all dependent on what happens with this current energy right here. Some of you may end up falling into the trap of that Ace of Wands, that new lustful start, which is just going to end up back into, the pain of a third party relationship, because, follow your intuition. God is guiding you. Don't let the past be your present or your future. If you carry too much of that into the future and you haven't learned lessons from it, the same cycles are just going to keep repeating themselves, and you never really get ahead. And at some point, there's a price to pay for repeating cycles too many times, because you can't fulfill your purpose that way. All right. Good luck with everything, Pisces. That's what I have for you. If you do like how I read or resonate with any of this, let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you would, please, so that we can get this channel out to more viewers who need to see this reading. Okay, love you.